What is going on, members of the Shy Guys Squad, and welcome to a new series here on the channel. Today, it's time to duel. Yes, today I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme battle in Pokemon against Gregulator60, otherwise known as Greg. A link to his channel would be in the description. He's also doing a narration of this battle on his channel, so be sure to check him out. I will definitely bring him back for some others in the future. But this battle right here, as you guys can see, is Kaiba versus Joey, where we have the Fang of Critias and Claw of Hermos, as well as Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon, being Reshiram Zekrom. And on my team, I also have Kaiser Glider, Obelisk the Tormentor, Kaiser Seahorse, and Hyosan Ryu the Diamond Dragon. Now, my opponent has brought today, I'll see if I can cover each card to the best of my ability. He's got Time Wizard, the Celebi, Flame Swordsman, the Infernape, Sword and Shield, the spell card, the Aegislash, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Zekrom, his Bisharp, I'm trying to remember, I want to say Sword from the Landstar, but I'm not exactly 100% sure, and his Tyrantrum is the Claw of Hermos. But with that being said, those are the cards, those are the teams. Let's get into this battle and see who actually wins. Is it Kaiba or is it Wheeler? So with that being said, we're going to listen to the Fang of Critias theme looping in the background. You guys have probably been hearing it for a while now. But let's get into this battle, shall we? So I'm going to lead off with my Kaiser Glider, and my opponent is going to lead off with his Time Wizard. So early on, we have a good advantage here. I used cost down to get Kaiser Glider in here without a sacrifice, and I'm going to summon the Kaiser Seahorse as he withdraws his Time Wizard and summons the Claw of Hermos. He plays it turn one. He's going to get that magical mallet thing that sends my monsters into space-time or whatever. But he's going to withdraw the Claw of Hermos and go into Sword and Shield the Aegislash, which I haven't seen in a while, so it's nice to see it again. Still a little bit bad, but I'm getting better. So I'm going to go for the Agility into Focus Energy because I am Citra, or Crit Kaiser Seahorse. Feels good, as he's going to go for the Swords Dance. And as we all know, Aegislash is a scary Pokemon. Sword and Shield, getting that raise in attack, and I'm going to go for Hydro Pump. I'm going to get the crit because of the Focus Energy, and it's not enough to take down the Aegislash, and now he activates his ability to swap into Sword form and get a lot more attack points. And with the Iron Head going off, being resisted, I do take it, but I cannot take a following up Shadow Sneak, which is unfortunate if I do say so myself. So Kaiser Seahorse is going to drop. Very unfortunate, but I guess that's how it goes. So I'm going to summon Obelisk the Tormentor. 3 tributes, what's that? I don't know. So I'm in here in front of Aegislash. Aegislash is going to go for the Shadow Sneak, as it is the best thing it can do to a god. And Obelisk is just going to make the ground shake after a God Hand Crusher, as Aegislash goes for the eats the Shuka Berry. I might do some edits in here or maybe in the future I might do some edits where you actually see some of the attack animations and stuff from one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, like when Obelisk attacks and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do. So in comes the Flame Swordsman, the Infernape. Now, my opponent did not expect me to be Scarf, but I am a Scarf Obelisk, so I'm just going to make the ground shake again with a God Hand Crusher! And that is going to drop the Infernape as well. So early up, we're up, now we're up 5-4 with 2 Beast Boost up, so that feels very nice. And he's going to send in the Time Wizard, which he has now figured out I'm Scarf, so I can't hit that thing with an Earthquake. Unfortunate enough, but I'm not letting Obelisk drop, that is no chance. So I'm going to send in Blue Dragon, which is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So with that being said, the Turbo Blaze goes off, and my opponent sets up the Stealth Rocks, which is unfortunate as I have a Talonflame on my team, or a Kaiser Glider. And right here, Blue Eyes, lay waste to your enemies. White Lightning. Sadly enough, he goes for Earth Power first, but White Lightning misses. Time Wizard is a skilled Pokemon, and it dodges, so feels bad. He's going to swap out though with the ability, you know, to U-turn. So Time Wizard is going out of here into Claw of Hermos, the Tyrantrum, and White Lightning missed again. So Blue Eyes is kind of blind. So I'm going to swap out Blue Eyes right here because, you know, I'm not going to let him I mean, honestly, I could have probably stayed in, because he probably still would have done a lot. But I'm going to send in Hyozan Ryu, get that Aura Break going. We ain't using no Zygarde 100% here. He goes for Dragon Dance something. Oh, crap. Did I just lose? Did I just lose to this? Now, my biggest issue here is I clicked Outrage. Why I clicked Outrage, I have no clue, when I could have just clicked Thousand Arrows. So he does take the, I mean, he knew I was going to bring a lot of dragons because I'm using Kaiba, and Kaiba's deck, and he's just dragon types everywhere. So I could have just clicked Thousand Arrows and gotten more damage off, but alas, I decided, hey, how about we just click Outrage instead? But that allows him to click Outrage this time, so now I have to play around that. And he's going to knock out Hyozan Ryu with the Outrage. Now he's locked in. I don't have any fairy types in my team, unfortunately. So I'm going to send in Kaiser Glider, the Talonflame. Just, you know, I didn't feel like I needed it anymore. It's only really good for Time Wizard. And I'm going to go for the Flyneum Z Supersonic Sky Strike from Brave Bird. It was probably like my best bet. I was thinking that would be like my smartest play. See what happens. And it goes off. And up to the sky we go. Now you guys are about to see. Talonflame is so weak. Look at Tyrantrum, he doesn't even care. The ground shakes, but that did like 25%. Talonflame is about to get destroyed, but Talonflame looking kind of nice in Citra though. That red is really nice looking on it. Shout out to color correction. Shout out to that. So he gets confused, which is really nice. We're back in business. I can send in my Fang of Critias, as the theme has been running throughout the battle, because I really like the Fang of Critias theme, and I felt it fitting as we're using the legendary dragons. Now he gets confused, and he hurts himself in confusion. Meaning, even if he broke through, I am the tank chomp set, like the tank Critias set, I guess you can call it, the Mirror Force Dragon, and he would have knocked himself out as well due to Rough Skin Rocky Helmet. So in comes Time Wizard again, and he's going to click Leaf Storm. So my Critias here is about to take a buttload of damage, but we're living, and I go for Toxic. Yes, I know that Time Wizard, aka Celebi, gets Natural Cure, but at the same time, I just want to whittle this thing down and force out, potentially force out the Red Ice Black Dragon and the that Zekrom, because if I can force that out, I can get some good damage off with Earthquake. And as you guys are about to see, the Rocky Helmet at Rough Skin is about to take a huge toll on the Celebi. So hard swapping would have been a little bit more an interest for Greg. But he sends out the Red Ice Black Dragon. Joey Wheeler's Red Ice is here. It is a threat, and I click Earthquake. So I managed to successfully force it out. Now the question is, can I knock him out? I don't know if I can knock him out, but I've definitely put him in range to Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, I think, as he now clicks Outrage. And Critias, of course, being able to fuse with Mirror Force to make the Mirror Force Dragon, is of course going to take down Red Eyes as well. So that is a nice thing for us to add in there. And now Red Eyes is also going to get knocked out, so a double down, unfortunate. But in comes Time Wizard again, and I'm going to send in Obelisk, the Tormentor. Feels good having an Egyptian god card on your side when you're fighting like a peasant like Joey Wheeler. But I'm going to go for the Leech Life, and that is going to knock out the Time Wizard. So finally, there is no more Time Roulette go. And Obelisk is going to get very healed up again. Just gonna use Celebi as one of the tributes to get that infinite attack. And we get the Beast of Boost. And in comes Gearfried the Iron Knight, which that's what it was. That's what Bisharp was, Gearfried. That is also a really nice name. I'm gonna go for a Leech Life right here. I'm gonna smack this Bisharp across the face, drain its life energy, go all the way back up to full as Obelisk goes into town. Gearfried is going to click Swords Dance just as a last ditch effort. And on the next turn, Obelisk is going to wrap this game up with a Leech Life after the Sucker Punch. But since Obelisk also has so much defense, it is no worries. Now Gearfried takes a huge toll on him and with Life Orb, and there goes the Leech Life, draining Gearfried of its last remaining points and giving us the victory against Joey Wheeler. So that has been it for this duel against Gregulator60.
At least I held my own for a while, huh, Kaiba?
We were still on the first turn.
Oh.
I hope you learned a lesson from all this, Wheeler. Never try to do anything ever. You'll only fail and look like a f***ing idiot.
If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below, as your support is greatly appreciated. I want to do more of these in the future with different matchups like Jaden versus Bastion. Might want to do Yugi versus Kaiba. Might want to do Yusei and Jack Atlas. I just want to do a future matches for all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Really. Might even dive into Zeal if you guys want. But I will definitely bring this as a secondary series, if you will, on the channel. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been awesome, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!